Oh life? Oh life? Where's my chat? Oh, nope. Nope. Where's the chat? There it is. Okay. Hey Chris. Hey Jess. How you doing? Welcome back. Are you having a nice, I think for both of you, I remember it being afternoon slash evening, like 6-ish p.m. Is that right? Yeah, another stream. For sure. I'll do it whilst I can before I go back to work for a little bit. So, and Lee, hello. Wonderful, wonderful. So, right off the bat, all this is like yesterday, just chill stream, do your own thing. I'll happily answer questions and get to know all of you, and in the meantime, I also hope to kind of plan out what to do, what would be good to do, because there's so many things I could do, but so little time. So it's time to pick and choose. So if you want to be a part of that, then let's do that together. 3:35. Okay, so not so late. No. Bit early actually for this kind of thing. Thanks for joining, Chris. Hey, Anne-Lee. I can absolutely make them out. Mic louder. I think I just rubbed an eyelash into my eye. I can bring this closer, bring that a bit closer. Check 1 2 2. Turn that up a bit. Let me have a look. Audio properties. Focus right. Monitor and output. Check. 2 2. There we go. Let's put that like that. There we go. How's that, Anley? Hey, AC Magic. How are you doing? Where are you from? What brought you here? Okay, so here's what I've got in my head of what we could do. And there's quite a bit, but I think it makes sense, and I think it's like, oh my gosh, actually, there's gonna be doubles of me. I'm gonna fix that. Monitor off. Okay, cool. Now there's only one version of me that I hear. Cool, cool, cool. Ben, welcome back. So what I've got in my head, there's many things, but let's, yeah, this is good to share. I'll share my screen. How do I do that? OBS, boop. Hey. So that should work. Theoretically, you should be looking at my screen. Let's check that's working. Healthy stream. Such a delay. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check that works before I go ahead for the next half hour, and then you're all like, hey, I never even saw anything. So, oh, more people. Anne Lee, Fox, Ben, Raphael, you're new. Welcome, Raphael. Thanks for joining. No, frozen fried chicken. You're not late at all. Or Vertio. I just got started, and I'll be going for a couple hours. I don't know how long. At the longest, 2.5 hours for sure. So plenty of time to hang out, have some company, pick my brain if you want to, or just chill. And if you're really keen, help me figure out what to do next, where the best place to spend my time will be. Because there's a million ideas I and everyone's having, and it's time to pick which one to start with. Chris, what do you mean it ended? You playing with people? You playing? Yay! Raphael's happy. Hello! Where are you from, Raphael? I love that name. Reminds me of that Ninja Turtle. Yeah, Ninja Turtle. The red one. Oh, Ben. Ben's so kind. Ben's so kind. Okay. I keep whipping out my pen and my bullet journal, but I'm not going to use that right now. We're in Notion. This is just like an app for like productivity. You see ads for them all the time. Monday.com and all that thing. This is the one I use. So, enjoy the ad. Good old Spotify ads. Yeah, so let's start here. I whipped this up yesterday with a nice little picture of Pedro. He might pop in later, probably towards the end, because he doesn't wake up till like 7, and I'll finish at 8. Of course I remember you're late. Of course I remember you. Luxembourg. Wow. Ah, bet you're not keen to go back to work. Hello, Ernesto. I stuffed that up so much. Ernesto, hello. Hey, Melanie. I think you're new. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Thanks for joining. It ended for you, Chris. Okay. Maybe refresh the page. Might be your best bet. I'm not too savvy with streaming. I'm just fortunate to finally, for the first time ever in Australia, have good enough internet to stream, full stop. .2:40 p.m. Can you like the video? Also, it ended for me too. Sailor! Oh, welcome back, Sailor. Oh, Willamate YouTube, welcome. Yeah, Pedro's still contained. He's contained in his cage, covered in a blanket, snoozing away, grinding his little beak. Stay as long as you like. Don't feel an obligation to stay. No pressure. If no one's here, I'm going to do this work anyways, so it's just an opportunity to jump behind the scenes and hang out or contribute if you feel so inclined. Okay, cool. So you can sort of see. I kind of like have these like content ideas that I sort of have in my head that have popped up in the last month whilst I've been making other stuff. So I'll walk through them quick because all of you are new. Challenges and vids, they're already happening. We have those challenges and they get better each month, and they're just something I do with the Discord community we have, where every month we throw out a prompt like roll the dice, and however many dice or however many numbers you get on the dice, that's how many instruments you're allowed to use for a piece of music. It's been music until now, but starting next month we'll include visual arts as well, because so many new visual artists have joined. So we always do those, and we've been doing those for months, and you make the challenge, all the information's on the Discord. Then at the end I get sent footage from everyone who wants to share a reaction, and I mishmash a video. So the most recent one is that homeless music with friends, all our January music, autobiographical music. They're all challenges. Community Dice Challenge, they're all challenges. So that's that. That's gonna keep going. That's like something that takes a lot of time each month, but it's very worth it. It's very worth it. And it includes everyone, which is really fun. So if you want to get in a video, you can. You just need to make an entry or react. So that's obviously still going to happen once a month. This one's really exciting for me. What I've been doing, I'll show you actually. Let's grab a new window. What I've been doing is script. Where are we? Productions. So here I have all my videos sort of listed out so I can keep track of them a little bit. So I got all these. These are all things that are like in the works or an idea. Like that one's just an idea. April challenge video is currently being edited at the moment by me. Well, everything's being edited by me. But I've been meaning to do this forever, so it's just coincidental timing that I sort of had a little blow up at this point. But in the Discord, if you haven't been there yet, it's very bustling with people sharing their art, and a lot of people don't have time to go through everyone's things and like share feedback or even pop in or open Discord because not everyone has it. So it's going to be super exciting to make some content that like highlights all the the share tab, all the tracks that people share and all the art that people share. So I'm going to skip this song because it has lyrics and it's like not what I'm after. It's also not from the copyright free playlist. So let's jump back in there. There we go. Welcome to the Discord. Welcome. Oh, I'm glad you like sharing our music. Wonderful. So, where was I? Yeah. So if you join the Discord, there's like that. So I want to do a newscast kind of show we worked out every 2 weeks. It's probably going to make sense for me. And I can't set the day because I work casual and can work any day in the week or get called in. So I can't like set a schedule for anything. So we just kind of have to bear with that. But I was thinking of doing it in the style of, if you haven't seen, I think it's what John Krasinski's kind of doing at the moment, but my own take on it, with a little, some good news, that's it. Have you guys seen this? I say guys, have you people seen this? My friends? Let's watch a little snippet and you'll immediately get the idea.
Hey.
And let's mute that commercial because, yes. Here we go. Whoops, immediately just skipped.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to SGN. I am John Krasinski, and now let's get straight to the notes. That's right, even though the response to the first episode was incredibly positive, and for me, on a personal level, extremely emotionally overwhelming, at the FinMK wanted me to know.
So you get the point. It'd be my own take, but on like a newscast going over all the feedback. So like I've already got a script, and what I've been doing is dedicating like an hour or two, or less, it depends on the activity, in the Discord overnight, every night, just kind of recapping. Here's the script. I kind of look at stuff and then I write my thoughts on it so I can remember it and film it on the day that I shoot, which will probably be today for the first one. So like I've got all this art that everyone's been doing. You might even see some of yours. There's that fan art, which is amazing. And it's now my phone screen, and I showed my partner and she's in love with all the Pedro fan art. But yeah, and just when I'm doing it, I just write my thoughts beneath it, some feedback and just some words of encouragement for everything. And then I can make one big video that everyone gets featured in. And that is a quick recap of what's happened in the last week or two. So I don't know what you think of that, or if you have anything to share on how that could be better, or what would be interesting to see in that space. But it's something I think is really going to be worth doing. Not week to week, but every second week, as much as is possible, for sure. Bertio, we haven't published that video yet. I actually still haven't eaten my ghost pepper. Hey, Goopa. Oh, hey, humans, welcome. Ninja, what is happening? What's happening is we're chilling, hanging out, if you want to hang out, and we're just going through what the future of this channel could be since the Jazza thing. So it's kind of like work I'm going to be doing anyways, of thinking and coming up with ideas and figuring out what to do next and how to do it, maybe what the script looks like, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm just streaming the process for anyone who's interested. So do with your time as you will. There's no obligation to hang out. Melanie's in another universe. Oh, thanks, Willamate. I'm so glad you like the song. Is the competition over? Because I still cannot remember how long the competition goes for. So yeah, challenge vids are going to happen every month. That's the only thing that's fixed. The first one of these recaps, these like newscasts I want to do for the Create With Us Discord is going to be on May 13th. My first problem is I don't have a name for it. So if you're interested, can we take a minute to just consider or throw any options for a name out there? Because I'm drawing blanks and have been for days. If you were in my position and you were going to make like a funny, fun newscast or community recap for the Discord community Create With Us on the channel Create With Connor, what would you call it? I'll have a think as well. Hey, it's a person in the comments. Welcome. So glad you're here, actually. I love your comments. They write really good comments, everyone. Okay. Let's have a think. What would I... Let's make a little thing here. Names. Can we underline? Nope. Names for the newscast. / recap. The only one I can think which is really crappy and I don't want to use it is bi-weekly roundup, but it's a place to start. Roundup. We obviously don't want to use the word fortnight in it, otherwise it'll get mixed up with everything else probably. No, you didn't accidentally ruin the video of Vertio. Yeah? So we've got Connor's Corner. Or Creative Corner. I like those a lot actually, and that's by Seela. I've got to remember to credit everyone. Recap with Connor. I like that too. It's so simple. I just need a different perspective. Who did that? Got a credit. Ninja. There we go. I should write the full name. Otherwise I'll forget. X_ninja 555. And that one is Sailor Brown, if I remember correctly. I can't forget that name ever now. Sailor. Okay. This one has Raphael. Agrees, so we got 2 votes for that one. So we got Connor's Corner or Creative Corner. Recap with Connor. Connor's Community Corner. I like it. Issue with that is just the length. Okay, and that's the SCP. Connor's cozy recap. I don't know if it'll be cozy, but that was missed Fox Jr. and I've missed one as well. Is there a dot in Junior? Ninja likes it. And then Ben, that's who I missed. Connor creates news network. Whoa. Ben Archibald. Beatrice, hey, welcome. I don't think I've met you before. How are you doing and where you're from? Where you from? It's like slang. Where are you from? Where do you hail from? Newscap. Connor's newscap. Cool, cool. Beatrice. Lay. News broken with Connor. Crazy Connor's creative recap. Okay, we're getting variations on the same stuff. Oh, Disney Plus commercial coming in. Connor's creative recall. Bye, Chris. Keep creative. Stay you. See ya. Creative news. That's so simple, but so good. Creative news.
There's a bit of Disney Plus in all of us. Subscription required, terms apply.
Alexander Keys. Welcome to the stream. You're from Malaysia? Welcome. And thanks for hanging out. Make sure you go to bed when you get tired, okay? That's my recommendation. Crazy Connor's creative recap. News broken with Connor. Yep, we've seen that. Okay. Check art on Discord. Let's do it. Oh, good. Oh, great. There's some new art already. That's gorgeous. I love that. I love the colors especially. I didn't think... I guess it makes sense because blue and orange are complementary. And while it's not orange, it's got a lot of orange hue in it. And it's near that on the color wheel. So I love that complementary color scheme. And I just love the effect. It almost looks like it's a photograph that's been like through one of those processing effects, but it hasn't because there's so much detail. And I just love it. It looks like it's, I don't know the word, but like it's all been like smoothed out with some kind of brush. I can't wait to put that in the recap. Yeah, so after the stream or sometime today, I literally just go through and download everything. So I've got a copy for the video and write down my thoughts on the spot so I can remember it. In fact, we can do that later on stream as well. Be extra productive. I like this one too. So that's quarantine during 2020. I love that. And that's just super cute. I like the composition. It's like mountain, animal, mountain. It's weird that the animal has no eyes though. This Maxi Paxi Taxi takes incredible animal photos. I can't wait to highlight them as well. So I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, you get the point. There's so much to recap. I think it'd be really valuable to a certain part of the audience, not everyone, but a select group of you to be able to tune into a recap and have some fun, keep up to date, see what everyone's up to, and like, I just feel like that'd be really valuable and useful. You might be able to really connect with people without having to put the work in yourself. 10 p.m. That's so late. I went to bed at like 9 p.m. last night. Creative catch up. I love that. That one's my favorite. I should learn how to make a poll layer. Connor's conundrums. From the up north near Manchester. I love that. Connor's conundrums. Create talk. That's great. Oh, this is the best way to create. Okay, create talk. Raphael again. Excellent. This or Dees or something along those lines. Nina, welcome. Michael Carlton, welcome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you being here and sharing your time with me. This is just a chill stream, so feel free to hang out or do something else with your time. No pressure. 4 a.m. for Beatrice. It's 5:58 a.m. for Connor. I missed one. Fox is working on an artwork right now. That's super exciting. How many of you are working on something exciting day to day? Creatively, I mean. Have something in the works. I love that, Ninja. The Connor just feels like keeping up the community, and the Connor just feels like keeping the community up to date with each other and grow it new show. Okay, I'm not gonna write that because it's too long for a YouTube name, but it's great. Of course your names are written on my screen. You gave 1 or 2 excellent suggestions. One suggestion and then you agreed with another. Ninja writes scripts for random short films. How do you find the short films to write scripts for, or do you invent them yourself? Ben draws sometimes. Do you ever share your drawings? Have you shared them on Discord yet? Because if you do, you get to be in these very videos that we actually talk about, and I'd love to have you in them. Red Pelican draws something big for me. What do you draw, Red Pelican? I think I've seen you share something. Have you? I'm not sure. My memory's fuzzy. But yeah. Any visual artists, feel free to share your art in the art section of the Discord, which is here. And you'll get in the recap. Not that that's the reward, but it's it will get seen and your voice will be heard. And that's exciting. So yeah, if you join the Discord, you'll be sent to one of these channels. It's like the welcome one. Kind of walks you through what to do. You can introduce yourself here like everyone is. Don't know why it's taking so long to load for me. Probably because I'm streaming at the same time and Australian net's not that great. But yeah, there'd be tons of stuff here. And then, you find your way down to sharing. There, here we go. Then you just click on art. Wow, that's amazing. Mario in 3D. Oh, this is so good. And just share it. That's it. I'll go through it in my own time. Anne Lee, change your name to Daniel Lee because that's your actual name. Brilliant. Brilliant. I love using actual names where people are comfortable, preferably when they're over 18, just because first names are magical. So, yeah. You'll see pretty much all of the people who've been around for a while just have their first names. Connor, you've got Amy, you've got James, you've got Ken. It's really nice for a community like this where it's not about gamer tags and stuff. It's just we're all really good friends. And soon you will be with all of us as well, if you want, Good night, Raphael. Sorry your mum told you to go to bed, but, got to keep her happy. She's your mama bear. So, all the best. Oh, good. I can check Raphael's art in Discord now as well. That's incredible. That's incredible. I can't wait to talk about that in the recap. Ninja's incredible. So you say it's a monstrosity, and yeah, it's a monster, but it's so proportionally nice. It's got so much character. I love it. Kermit the Frog, Iron Man, or maybe not necessarily anything. It just, that really catches my eye. This is incredible. I'm so excited. Oh, cool. I can't wait to go through all these. I think I missed a few names, so I'll just quickly scroll back up. Lancelot, can we not donate? If you mean, and just FYI, the camera's about to run out of battery, so I'll change it when it goes black. Don't freak out. It'll just take a minute. regarding donations, I only just set up a Patreon this week because there were a couple people, just a couple before the Jazza thing, that wanted to donate because they feel that I've been putting in enough work that they want to do that, and that was really nice. So I think I made like $11 so far this month, and I'm really grateful for that because I was expecting $0. But so I set up a Patreon, and in the next video I make, I'll obviously do the whole like this video was brought to you by Patreon thing at the beginning so that everyone knows, and it's quick. It's just a quick little thing so people know, but as of right now no one really is aware because I haven't made anything yet since that, because that only happened like this week. So and I haven't like recorded the little Patreon bit. But aside from a Patreon, I haven't set up Super Chat yet. I've got to make sure I write that down because I should have done that before today, but I forgot. Super Chat. I'm just writing it down. Forgive me. My brain doesn't remember things unless I write them on paper very well. Oh, so much. It says Premiere instead of live for you. I can only say to refresh your screen. If anyone else knows more stuff about live streaming, let Melanie know. Okay, I'm going to take this moment to change my battery. Don't freak out. What I will do whilst the screen is frozen is jump over to Notion, and of all of these names, would you like to vote for which one's your favorite? And then we'll move on to the next thing for now. Want to see my board games? I like board games. Cool. We back. Let's have a look at this chat. Oh, planet animation. Yes. Oh. That's incredible. I've seen that tutorial, but the work to make that happen. I've done little bits of 3D stuff in Blender, and I intend to in the future once I get this creative career sorted out and I can have more free time by leaving my current day job. So who knows, maybe in a couple years. I have no idea how long this will take to become a full-time thing, but in my head, up to 8 years. If I'm lucky. But when I do, I want to do 3D, and it takes so much work. Yes. It's such a tiny picture. I can't zoom in. I'll zoom in later, and I'll zoom in the video. Cool. Where's the chat at? I lost the chat. Okay, cool. Oh my god, there's a bunch of cars honking around your complex to say happy birthday to a neighbor. That's so sweet. I don't know if you, my friend, have seen this, but not a ton, but I have a balcony and I can see other residential areas from my house. And I saw, especially during the beginning of this quarantine stuff, a few kids having birthday parties. They'd have the classic balloon on the mailbox so people know where it is. And people would do drive-by gift delivery and happy birthday. And they'd honk the cars. And it was so wholesome because obviously the kids can't hang out. So you just see this car filled with a whole family drive to the front. The kid would come out with their mom, say hello, say thank you, receive a gift, and then they continue driving on past. And it was the most wholesome thing ever. The funny thing, Ninja, about late night with Connor is that it will never be a late night for me because I never film or do creative work at night. I'm an early bird, so it'll be like early morning with Connor. Connor's corner again. Change your camera. Yeah, thanks.
You've got to get
Gotta remind everyone that I gotta change camera battery all the time.
so much to choose from. Disney Plus brings your favorite movies, series, and originals together.
Debbie likes recap. Oh, welcome Debbie. Welcome back.
Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic.
Yeah, I can check your art in Discord, of course. No way.
All of these and
You
more
convinced her
streaming now.
to let you stay up, Raphael. Good.
There's a bit of Disney Plus in all of us.
Okay, let's check out art and move on to the next thing, maybe. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Wait, load. And that's amazing. Ah. That's incredible. I don't know what type of bird it is, but that's like an amazing album cover as well. And I love that. He's a puddle monster. Does that mean he's made of a puddle? Because it's incredible. The colors are perfect too. I love the simple little hands there. He'd look great in like an urban environment scene. That's Red Pelican's super on point. On point. Emma's so nice asking how everyone is. Make sure we ask how Emma is back. How are you, Emma? Okay. So I've got all these names. I think everyone likes everything. More or less, everyone's got like a favorite. I think there are some real winners here though. Creative Corner, I love. Creative Catch Up, I love. And not just because they're by Sailor. Create Talk is witty. Creative News just works. The others are great too, but maybe a bit derivative of other things. I'm really feeling Creative Catch Up. I love it. If I pick Creative Catch Up, will any of you disagree? It's like in Shrek, where it's like that part where they're getting married, and it's like, if anyone disagrees, say it now, and then Shrek just bursts through the door. It's like, I object. Yes. Oh, you're all so kind. Thank you for heeding my advice and making sure we check in with how Emma's doing. It's not often you come across a generous person like Emma. You gotta make sure you call it out and compliment it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that because, yeah, I really feel the background is just what's next for that character, Josh. The world he lives in and his context. Okay. Creative with cornettos, Tam. Yes, I love it. So does that mean for every episode I have to go to the supermarket and purchase cornettos for their exorbitant price every time? Does that mean I have to take that cost out of my $11 of Patreon each month and just wear through my entire budget on cornettos? Because I'm down. Ooh, SAP objects. Okay, cool. I'm happy. I'm gonna give that a little highlight. How do I do this? Let's do that. Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, good. Emma's, just so everyone knows, in case you didn't read, Emma's feeling great. Oh, Ben asks if anyone's reading a book. Does Ben mean right now at this moment? Because there's no way I'd be able to read whilst listening to a stream. But if you just mean presently at the present time, I'm currently rereading this. And I'm rereading it because it's just so important for me to keep on track with my bullet journaling, and it has a really nice aesthetic. It's just like got the way it does diagrams and stuff, it's like uses yellow in a really pleasing way. Simple, but I like it. That's me. Everyone else want to share what you're reading? A Dog's Journey. Reading books about birds. Being a pelican, I assume that's just mandatory study for you. Oh, so bad. Yeah. Audiobooks absolutely count. I read all the Lord of the Rings audiobooks when I was practicing piano tons for my university entry, and that counts because I read the same words and had such a great time, and I wouldn't have read them if I didn't read them audiobook because they were just too long. Raphael's reading The Toll, the third in the Scythe series, which sounds super edgy. When you say, do I have literary works, what do you mean in particular, Tam? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Ben forgets what he's reading. He's really saying the truth there, because he's representing what all of us feel, but none of us say. The amount of times I read a book, I'm reading a book, and forget what it's actually about, or what the name of it is. Lots. Congrats on the Jazza thing. Thank you so much. Do I know any Norwegian? No way. The Way of Kings. My Hero Academia. Comic books count. Absolutely. For me, at least. I love comics. Cool. Whilst we talk about books, let's skip over the starter show. We've just to sum up, the challenges and vids, they're going to happen once a month. The unnamed newscasts / recap, we can now give it a name, which is super. I'm just so happy. Creative catch up. That should happen bi-weekly. First one's going to be May 13th. I'm going to actually shoot that later today or tomorrow because I've got days off. The starter show, we don't need to worry about this, but for those interested, I did interviews with a bunch of members from the podcast over questions that everyone had. I took a poll of the server. This is before the Jazza thing, so we only had like 200 members, but I took a poll, actually only like 100 to 150. Took a poll of like what the biggest pain points for starting out artists is, and I just grabbed the 7 most common and then asked those questions to all the different various starting out artists. You know, you've got some older people who have a full-time job and are doing art as a hobby. You've got people pursuing it as a career like me, but have a day job. You've got students, you've got kids, that kind of thing. Getting like a vast array of perspectives on the same questions. And then I'm trying to edit that into a podcast, each episode just being about one question in particular. I don't know when that will be out because I've never done something like that before, and it's quite time consuming and boring. So I don't work on it every day because it's just so boring to edit audio in that way. But I think it'll be worth it, and I think it'll be a really nice, wholesome thing. So yeah, that's already in the works. We don't need to discuss that anymore because that's going to happen, and I just need to make that, and then I'll get feedback on it. So maybe we can check that out long in the future and, you know, make it better. But first I gotta make it. Tips and tuts. Some people express interest in tips and tutorials, especially music ones, things like walkthroughs of the Jazza thing I made. And I'm on the fence about that. There's people who want it, but I don't know if it's the best thing we could make with the time I have right now. Maybe it's something that comes down the line when I make it a bit more and have more time, or maybe it is super important. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you guys care about like music making tips and tutorials from someone like me? Or are you already happy with it, or what's already out there on YouTube? Bi with Connor. Bilingual with Connor. Yeah, so this is definitely where I'm learning. Because before the jazz thing, I never considered tutorials from someone like me, because I'm not a teacher type. I'm in that student mindset all the time. But yeah, people seem to care a little bit, so we'll consider it further. The way I think that might work, because it's just so much, I don't know. I think the way we can do tips and tutorials different is to do it in a community way. We talked about it a bit yesterday on stream, so I won't go too much into it. But yay or nay, are you into the idea of every now and then, maybe once a month, twice a month max, because there's so little time, seeing a video uploaded that's like a tutorial on like a vague sort of topic that is done by the community collectively. Everyone sends in their answers to a question, shows how they do a particular thing, musically or artistically. So it's not a tutorial by just me. I just kind of curate it, and then you get opinions from everyone at different stages. That's the way I see it happening. Do you think that's worth making? Live stream through lessons, yeah. Yay, okay, yay, wow, okay, wow, yay. One nay, little too frequent. Maybe just once a month. Maybe once a month. And that might keep me, so maybe. Monthly. Okay. Yeah, wow. See, this is something that blows my mind. I didn't expect this at all. There's something I want to respond to. Alexander Keys loves visual effects, so please forgive me, everyone else. I'm about to geek out a little bit, because I'm super excited to talk to anyone about the visual effects of the video, because it took me 11 hours, and I'm kind of new to visual effects, so I'm really proud of it, and I was surprised at how I was able to make that with the skill set I had, which was quite basic. I've only done one After Effects course, and it was like a basics thing with the School of Motion online. So yeah, Alexander mentioned subtle things that we did that people probably didn't notice. So let's have a quick look through that video, and I'll point out something funny that I'm kicking myself over. Oh, kicking myself, literally. Where is it? Theme song for Jazza? Yeah, there it is. Reddit song for Jazza. Okay, so we've all seen it potentially lots of times, and I don't want to show it to you too many times, because the chief complaint I see on all the comments is that because of its length and its kind of advertisey look, it could drag and get boring. So I've heard the remedy for that is to play it at 1.4 times speed. So I might suggest that to Jazza if I do win. Not that it'll see any emails or tweets from me. But yeah, I don't want anyone to get bored of it soon, because right now you could love me for it, but in a month when you've seen 12 videos with it at the front, you might hate me for it. I haven't gotten sick of it yet though. Anyways, tons of things going on. The chief thing that I kind of use all the time is this wiggly effect. So if you see and watch it, you'll just notice pretty much everything has this weird stop motion wiggle.
Join the party. What party? Join Jazz's party. Hey,
The background is on the text.
Party? Not just him, but a whole community of.
That's probably for me that's like the glue that sticks everything together. And I went that route because I wanted Jazz's backgrounds, but I had to take a screenshot of a video, and so the picture quality is really noisy because it's really zoomed in. It's like if you took a screenshot of just my eye and zoomed it in, it's gonna be super fuzzy. So I was like, obviously I can't go too high fidelity, hence why I added all that noise to the guitar and changed its color to a red. Originally it's a black. And I added that stop motion effect. And I was super excited to learn how to use it because now I'm going to remember it forever. But all you do is you add noise and you animate its evolution. So the noise just changes over time. And then you use that as a displacement map over the top of your element. And it's just magic. It's magic. And I'm so glad I found out. And you probably already know how it works, but if you ever want to know, just ask, because I will share it because I'm so happy I figured it out. But yeah, the thing I want to show before we move on is this. So pay attention to the little Australian flag that I plonked there.
The Aussie who's really arty. Not just him, but a whole
Did you see it? Tell me if you saw it. Reminds you of Sesame Street. I don't remember Sesame Street very well, but I'm happy with that. Thank you.
If global money transfers are keeping you up at night, let us help you.
Yeah, Alexander. Yeah, that was, for me, it was really difficult to tie everything together. All the text is sort of cut out from Photoshop and was individually colored in Photoshop. I felt like there was a better way to do it, but I really wanted that text font. And the colors, I felt it was important to just pull colors from the background. So all of those colors are just me grabbing the red from that mural in the background to try and help it match. I still think some of the letters don't match. I feel like I could have done a better job, but with the time I had, that's what we got. Yeah, you've seen it. Cool. Yeah, so the little flag, I tried to loop the earth animation, but I forgot to loop the flag as well. Oh, not loop, but I forgot to keep the flag going. So the flag gets to the top and then it just teleports back to the side. And every time I see it now, I'm like angry.
arty. Not just him, but a
There it
whole
is.
Him, but
There
a
it
whole
is.
Just him, but
There
a
it
whole
is. Oh. Now, can we change the speed here? Because I'd actually love to see if it playback speed. Custom. So 1.4 times. This will be interesting. Okay, ready?
Join the party. What party? Join Jazz's party. Hey, isn't that
That's
the
so
Aussie who's
big.
really arty? Not just him, but a whole community of artists online like you, like me. Want to share your art? Do a challenge, compete, then join us on Reddit. We saved you a seat where the visual.
Nah, it kind of ruins the audio quality. Maybe less, 1.25.
Join the party. What party? Join Jazz's party.
Nah, I'm not a fan. I don't think that's the solution. Did I ham up the Aussie accent? You bet I hammed up the Aussie accent. Okay, I'm gonna catch up. Yeah, so Red Pelican doesn't need tutorials, but he'd watch them, and it'd be really interesting to see some from me. So maybe I'll do a couple, and then we'll gauge what happens afterwards and if people like them, and go from there. But until I make something, it's hard to criticize it, so I think I will make one. Question is, what would it be about? Anyone Canadian? There's a few Canadians in the Discord. Ken's one. She's, well, not she. They are a great friend of mine. Tam would personally like to see something like the putting the idea together, the conception before any technique, finding the groundwork perhaps. I'd love to do that. I love anything that's more ideation and the creative part. The monotonous technical part is so boring. You can cover it in 3 seconds and then just say, do this for 8 hours. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Community lessons with Connor. Yeah, that's cool. There we go. Gotta make sure I write stuff down. Hey, Andrew. Oh, it's Andrew Keys. Andrew is someone I know from a little bit back. They joined the community. They're an incredible composer, well out of my league. So I'm super grateful to have you here. Welcome from Cyprus or Cyprus or Kyprus. I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but they're from a place that to me is basically fantasy because I've never been there and reading about it seems crazy. It's like half one country, half another. Peter's in. okay, everyone needs to be aware and reminded that Peter made the other entry. So just take a moment to think about that and think about how wonderful a person Peter is for popping in to this stream with the person who potentially he could be angry at because we're in the lead and competitions suck that way. They don't always encourage collaboration. In fact, a lot of the time, one person wins and everyone else feels really sad because of loss aversion, like I did last competition. So I really appreciate you, Peter, for being here and for finding forgiveness in your heart. Your entry is incredible. I agree with everyone's comments that your little last thing at the end, I'm pretty sure it's yours. This is what happens when you leave me unsupervised is genius. And I'm so annoyed I didn't think of it. And I hope you're happy as well with the subscribers that have come to your channel, because I think you and I are now basically tied, and that's excellent because you get to start your YouTube journey now with this great start. So use that, whereas I've been at it for about 15 months now, and yeah, it's super exciting to see someone like you. It literally is A Star Is Born. Jazzle is your first sub. That's just, what a better way to start. But don't feel pressure too, would be my suggestion. Is like, don't feel like because you got the perfect start, don't feel paralyzed by that. Just, if you're gonna make bad, cringy stuff, go for it. Like, it'll happen whether you wanted to or not. Watch the live stream on the live stream. Ben finds VFX cool but has no idea how to do it. Tons of courses online. Courses I prefer to YouTube videos, but YouTube videos work too. And I had to YouTube a few things for this tutorial just to jog my memory. How to do things like make the earth just kind of like rotate constantly without me having to keyframe it. I just typed a little, they're called expressions. They're just like little simple bits of code. It's just like time times 6. So it rotates like by a multiplication of 6 or something. I don't even understand it. That's why YouTube videos are great and they suck. Because a YouTube video will teach you how to do something, but they're so quick and punchy because of the YouTube algorithm and people's attention spans that you don't do the painful learning that is often what's needed to actually understand something enough to then be flexible with it. Like how I could watch a YouTube video and learn how to play a song on piano, and I'd be able to play that one song. But if I were required to step out of my comfort zone anyway, then I wouldn't be able to, because I don't understand what I'm doing. For a long time when I was self-taught piano, I could play songs, but if my teacher said play a C major chord, like at school, or someone's like, oh, can you do a scale or improvise, I couldn't. So it's like that kind of thing. So if you can and you're interested, I definitely recommend paying for a course, especially School of Motion ones, for like this kind of thing that I did. CG Geek's great, Blender Guru is great. Oh. Is it just me, or is a real life Wallace, as in Wallace and Gromit? Are you saying I'm a real life Wallace? Because I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Have any of you seen this show by Disney Plus? And it's the Jeff Goldblum one. Because I had the great fortune of watching it when I got very ill last year. I got like the flu and tonsillitis in one go, and I was just down. It was like, ugh, for me. And anyways, he did this show on Disney Plus called Jeff Goldblum something, The World According to Jeff Goldblum. And he just explores different topics in his Jeff Goldblum way with the insane production value of Disney. He does sneakers, ice cream. Maybe I'll watch one tonight. And he's such an eccentric guy, and I've never really known him as he is. I've only seen him in movie roles. And watching him the whole time, I was kind of spooked because I had this weird like connection that I felt, and in my brain I'm literally going, oh no, I'm going to become Jeff Goldblum. Like, in terms of my character and personality, I'm like, oh no, that's what I look like from the outside. And as you get older, you get more comfortable in your skin generally and become more eccentric. So I'm quite reserved right now. Whereas I'm like, when I'm that age, I'm like, I think I'll be like a poor man's Jeff Goldblum. And I like kept it to myself. And then I watched an episode with my partner and she said the same thing. And I was like, yep, it's gonna happen. That's the future. Thanks, Red Pelican. I'm glad you noticed the flag. I've got to catch up to the comments. Connor and Peter are rivals. I want everyone to welcome Peter with open arms. It'd be brilliant if he joined the Discord community so we could actually collab. It'd be cool. I've been jumping on their YouTube channels. I tried to get Luke as well, and I need to message the Tortuga Panda on Reddit. I think it'd be cool to do a podcast just to talk about our experiences on the whole thing and befriend each other, because there might be some bitterness. And I just want to resolve that. Yeah. And join our communities together. Because I don't know, but I have a feeling that the 1,500 people who jumped over to my ship might not be the same 1,500 people that jumped over to Peter's ship. I hope that's the case. But there are some people in the comments who like hated my thing. So I'm like, it'd be great if I had the opportunity to, you know, make content with Peter and with Luke and like help them, encourage them to be a little less like closed-minded. They can like multiple people. They don't have to though. I'm not going to try and change anyone's mind. But yeah. Just catching up on comments. Red Pelican doesn't watch Disney at all. I respect that. Parents love murder mysteries, Raphael. Alexander sees it pop up all the time. I wouldn't have watched it if I wasn't sick, but I had nothing else to do. I couldn't move. And it was a great watch. I had a great time. But I wouldn't watch it now because I'd rather be productive. But in a time where I was stuck in a situation where I could not be productive and I could not go to work, great watch. Red Pelican's got to go. Can everyone say goodbye to Red Pelican? Because they've been to 2 streams now and they've shared their art with us, which is a big step. And I'm super excited to feature Red Pelican in future videos. Like, I mean, look at that. Keep creative, Red Pelican, please. Stay you. You're awesome. Okay, at this rate, Pedro has twice as much fan art as me, and I'm okay with that. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Moving on. Community spotlight videos. I felt like these would happen when they need to happen and not be scheduled. They're just videos that if one of you ever, and another reason to join the Discord if you're interested, if one of you ever does something noteworthy, I really would love to share this platform that I'm building with you so that you can share your successes and be seen as well, because it's what I wish I could have had. So if you work on a big project and release it, you want to launch an album, you, I don't know, made a comic, or you're making a podcast or something, then you can reach out to me in the Discord, just because it's an easy place to just direct message me, really. And it's my favorite social media, so you got to deal with that. But I would love to do little videos here and there, like Jazza did, you know, but to share the stage, because this is, I might be building the stage and I might be the MC, but this is for you. I'm very much, this is an act of service. This is like, I don't know, it's like, I feel a need to do this. I don't want this to become like a PewDiePie channel or something where it's just all about me. I'm happy to be the face of it. I'm happy to put in all the work, but I want my wins to be everyone's wins. And I want everyone's wins to, you know, be heard. So that's just a thing that you should be aware of, because it might change your life, or it might, you know, really benefit you, or give you an opportunity that you didn't have before.
If global money transfers are keeping you up at night, let us help you plan ahead. It could save you thousands.
Small things can make a big difference to your business.
Construction with Connor. That'd be fun. I'm hopeless at building. You should have seen me build this desk that I'm on. It took hours. Okay, here's what I really want feedback on once the commercial's finished. You guys all listen to local Australian commercials with me. That's great. So those are all the community videos that we will make and that will happen recurringly and that are for the community. But for the community to grow, it's directly proportional to the channel growing. So I really, and obviously it's very clear my ambition is to do this full time as soon as possible, so I can get rid of the other job and then have more time to do this. So to do that, in my head, correct me if I'm wrong, we need to find and spend time creating stuff that will also grab new audiences through YouTube and the YouTube algorithm, or through more opportunities like the Jazza one. So it goes without saying, feel free to share any opportunities that might come up like Jazz's. I was made aware of Jazz's thing because someone sent me a message in Discord. I was at work for all those days. And that was Grayson. If Grayson didn't message me about the Jazza thing, I never would have seen it. So think about that. So if you ever see anything that you think I could have a real good go at and could be an opportunity for this channel and this community to grow, please message me and make me aware, or tag me in Discord or email me. Yeah. So obviously my preferred way to grow would be to do more things like this, competitions, and get amongst it and try and for those big YouTubers, but those are few and far between, and the entries, we can't bank on me getting lucky and winning or finaling in any of them. So that leads me to this point. There are two shows I sort of have in my head. One which I want to make and I feel could be like the signature content of this channel, and one which is more like algorithm friendly, and perhaps we could alternate them every 2 weeks so that we do like one for the algorithm and one for us. Algorithm ones get new audiences, and the ones for us, you know, are actually what hopefully you come and you stay for, and are the show that at the end of all this we can all be proudest of. So would you like me to sort of walk you through my thoughts? And then I would really love feedback because it's super early days and I haven't filmed anything yet. Daniel's back. Welcome back. Raphael, we will remember you. Ben's dream job is an artist. I'm glad I'm not the only one. The Geek Drawers, Connor, I think you're a great person. So positive, acceptive, and inclusive. Warms my heart to see people like you amidst the madness. I don't know what you mean by the madness. I could know. Coronavirus, just the madness, chaos of everything. It's my pleasure to be me and to be here with you. Thanks. When I grow up, Raphael, I would like to be a full-time content creator, and I would like to have composed music for projects that I can show my kids and my little sisters. Movies, video games, something like that. Animation content on YouTube primarily. My dream job, the pinnacle, is to become the composer for a channel like Odd Ones Out, Ice Cream Sandwich, Something Else YT, one of those big animation channels, and to be their music maker and make music for every episode. So like at the end of their pipeline, when they've made it, I'm the last person to touch it and add music. I've done it before with a Two Sisters video. Let me know if you want to watch it. I can load it up and we can watch it together because it's sort of buried in the channel, but I'm so proud of it. It's just, I'm not big enough to get seen or noticed. And I would love to grow to a point where I can finally send these guys an email and they'll read it. What about you? What do you want to be when you grow up, Raphael? Ben wants to be an actor as well. Props to you. I don't have the courage. It is nice to be remembered, isn't it, Daniel? Whenever someone from high school reaches out every now and then, it's nice. Fox posted their first artwork in Discord. More from Daniel Lee. I'm so excited to feature all of these in, what's it called? The Creative Catch-Up. Thanks to Sailor. Thanks, Sailor. Well, this is exciting. Dream job is a professional dog trainer. Good luck. I know nothing of that, but that's amazing. Author? So Ben's going to be like a multi-talented creative person. I can tell. And will probably struggle like I do with wanting to do everything at once. Thanks, Ninja. Keyword is yet. Yeah, it's a numbers game, sadly. So, unfortunately, if you get an email from someone with 200 subs or even 1,000 subs and you're at 1 million subs, just not worth your time, I guess. And I get that. Think of how many emails these people get. Ugh. That could work, everyone emailing the odd ones out and spamming, but you know, part of what makes these journeys special is that they're long and arduous, and the wait is worth it, and that there is a significant wait. Time to like reflect and pause and innovate and grow. And you know, I don't know. I'm not too sad that it's difficult. It should be difficult. Alexander Keys would love to be an editor for a dream job. What kinds? Like literary or video or other kinds of editing? Audio editor? Daniel, may we see Pedro? He's gonna wake up in about 15-20 minutes. So when he starts squawking, because we've still got an hour and a bit left on stream, I'll send a text to my partner, and she said she would be happy to bring Pedro in for a little play. Yam Yam, we're all talking about our dream jobs. What's yours? Damn, entrance and core is an anagram of create Connor. Entrance and core sounds like some kind of thing made by Intel. Ninja's dream job is to direct a film with a big budget, starting at $50. You got this. I hear film competitions are a good way to start. I wouldn't know. Fox, did I see your artwork? I'll have a quick squiz and then I'll go through the content ideas. Oh my god, cry. That's amazing. Okay, Fox. Junior. There it is. I love that. I like that you're building a background as well. Those are rocks it's gonna grab onto. I feel like if they were like a nice orange, like if it was on Mars, it'll look awesome. Like you have the planet horizon there, maybe some space or like an atmosphere, because it looks like a creature. I'd love a little outline of the jaw as well, because it's the same color as the chest. Unless that's not a jaw and a mouth, and that's actually just a neck. It's super creative, and the red eye pops. I like how it's wearing like knee pads. Yeah, I second Dana. Amazing job with the lighting. That's incredible. Can't wait to feature all of that. Oh, Evelyn's cry. Wow. I'm gonna do what I need to do in Discord. So what you can do is, if I click your name, I can add a little note, I think. Oh, damn. Sometimes I can add notes to people. Maybe I can do this. If I send you a message. Damn. I don't understand how it works, but sometimes you can add notes to people, and I like to, if I learn their first names, I like to add a note that reminds me of their first name, because I always prefer using first names. And if any of you are comfortable using your first name, no pressure. Then you can actually just right click your name and change your nickname. I can do it, but I'm not going to force that. Oh, Fox. Thank you. I'm jealous that you guys are spending time drawing. It's something I want to do and aspire to do, but it's not a priority at the moment. Got to keep on the music and the video and the animation and stuff, but I long for the day when I can dedicate time to just sitting down and drawing a comic or watercolor painting. Tattoo artist from... Well, you've got the style for it. That's incredible. Can you not already do tattoos? Like, you seem to be of the caliber. I know tattoo artists locally that are of the same or a lesser skill level. And I want to thank everyone for leaving comments and encouragement. Like Daniel Lee. Just really nice constructive feedback is priceless. Okay, I'm going to move on. After I say it, Willamate wants to be an animator or artist. Brilliant. I'm so excited to see your animations. Make sure if you make one, you send me a message and share it with me because I really want to see it. Okay, let's go through this. So I'm going to pitch it to you and you're going to tell me why it sucks or doesn't suck. Or if there's something else you have that's an idea that might serve the role better. Reminder, we've got 2 shows that I think will alternate. I think that's going to work every 2 weeks-ish, you know, give or take a week. Because these things take time and sometimes I get a crappy work roster. So, the unnamed trendy show will be like modeled off, I'm thinking like channels like the Do. They try and catch onto a bigger audience or a different topic and convert them over to me in the sense that it sounds so businessy. It's not, but you know, like here I've got Rainbow Six Siege as a song. So what my idea is I've been setting up in the last week trying to get the right chords and stuff to set up this. This is like a little music box, digital audio workstation in itself. Very expensive, but I've got it, so I might as well use it. And it's a synthesizer, a drum machine. The important thing is it's a sampler. And if you're not musical, sampler just means it's a thing that can record a sound and then turn it into an instrument, and you can play with that sound. I think I suck at the moment, but if I were to do this, I could sample my so you might be able to hear that. So that's the very basics of what that can do, but you can really play and screw with that sound with this toy here. And then of course I've got my other music software and pianos. So what I'm thinking is we catch a popular game or a movie or something that makes sounds that's popular, Tiger King, anything, and make a show that begins with recording samples with this and playing around with them and making a piece of music that's funny with them. There's channels that do a similar thing. One's called Red Means Recording. If you haven't seen it, I'll just show you the gist of a video because your time is precious and I'm not going to make you sit through a whole one because it might not be your thing, and that's important to know. There's one that means Red Means Recording. One that is Red Means Recording, and he's incredible with electronic music, and he does lots of stuff like this, even with the same thing, like the same piece of kit. Excuse the masterclass ad. I get them all the time because I signed up to masterclass. But yeah, we'll make like things with the OP1. It's super aesthetic. Highly recommend the channel for a good like chill. And then, you know, basically it just goes through the process and then it ends with a song. See? So it'd be a similar thing, although more me, and it'd use all the other instruments as well. Kind of like a mix between the coronavirus video in terms of like it's funny, hopefully charming, hopefully witty, song at the end with a music video, and incorporating live instruments as well, maybe singing, members of the community. I would love to do that. But the story of the video, say it's 8 minutes long, is it's like 6 minutes of, say, playing said game, recording interesting sounds, and making a piece of music out of it. Another channel that would be similar and of that is like Levi Niha. If you know this guy, he's just really blowing up at the moment, and he's pumping videos out like crazy, but he just finds a thing to make music with and then makes music. Video games, anything. So I'm thinking that might work to like catch new audiences with the algorithm, even though it wouldn't be my favorite thing to do. It could be really fun, and we just get more videos like the coronavirus video, but with a bit of a story, like the making of / a vlog before it. So the video would be like 8 to 12 minutes long, and you'd have the story of how it was made, and then at the end, the piece and the music video. So what are your thoughts on that, and what kind of things, because I'll write them down, if we go ahead with that, do you think we should make music with that are a multimedia, video games, movies, that you think might also catch a bit of an audience and help us find more like-minded artists out there on the internet who would love to discover the channel and the community? Oh, goodbye to whoever's leaving. Was it Raphael? Daniel wants to be a biotechnologist. You must be quite studious. Good luck. Oh, I'm sorry about the festival getting delayed. Ninja. I'm really sorry about that. Sailor would like to be personal chef. That's super interesting, and I think that'd be so fulfilling. Good luck. Alexander is Dana. Brilliant. So no, nicknames, this is very important. Nicknames are server specific. So if you change your nickname on Create With Us, it only works on Create With Us. Every other Discord will still be your username. That's what's great about it. So on Create With Us, I'm Connor. On other Discord servers, I'm like my username, which is like Create With Connor or something like that. Evelyn's too young to be one, only 14. Then just enjoy your life until it happens, because when you're like older and my age, you'll sometimes wish you had the glee and joy and just the feeling of infinite time that you have when you're younger, even though it's annoying because when you're younger, you impatiently desire to get older. No, I missed the sketch for the new Josh drawing. I'll check it out after the stream for sure. Maybe I'll check it out in the stream. I really want to get opinions on this like trend chasing sort of show. G'day, Dallin. G'day, Dylan. You've done your job. You say good day. Yeah, I've had that feedback. Oh yeah, it is Dylan. Yeah, Hub Help Hero. Yeah. James. Welcome, James. With the redacted or retracted message. You want the OP one? You can have it. Just take it. Take it. Star Wars lightsaber. Okay, there's one. So I don't know, is it a thing worth doing? So who said that? The SCP. Lightsaber. I can't spell. Hola, Apple Juice. I see that profile picture everywhere. It's like Neo or something. So Yam Yam's into it. Yam Yam, I'd love to ask, like, what kind of stuff would you, is there games that you think are popular that you'd like to play, that you'd like to see turned into music, movies? What would you like to see done with this? Or something else? Memes? We could do memes. Yeah, we could do memes as well. I'd love to know. This is like this right now is where I can like gather research and figure out what is next. Fortnite headshots, that's Ben Archibald. Well, I do like playing Fortnite at the moment. Okay, yep. Apple Juice is such a great name. Oh, you love my bird? We'll get to see it later. Soon, actually. Probably in like 10 minutes. I think he'll be waking up. Connor should collaborate with that at Create with Connor fella. Yeah, Tam. OP1. That's what I have. That's the thing that I would like to use as the foundation for a piece of content. Just the foundation to get the samples, and then from there, all the other music stuff behind me. It's got the loading sticker. I'll check the stream. People say it's not loading. Maybe the internet's having a moment. I've got it too. Anyone else having issues with the stream? Hey, Nif. Can you guys still see or hear me? Or is there something going on? Just let me know. Say loading, or like say working if it's working. Say loading if it's loading. Because YouTube's having a moment. Says my internet's all fine. No issues. Okay, it's working. Cool. Just want to check. Some people said it was loading, so maybe it was a little hiccup. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up. Maybe you could try do it with popular songs too. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm hoping here is with this kind of content, it'd be the kind of content that the algorithm might like and would help get into people's recommended feeds that they can check out and hopefully have a chance to fall in love with and join our community, jump in the chat and become your and my friends. So, popular songs. That's a great point because that happens with me too. Sometimes I'll be listening, I'll be on YouTube and then I see, like I recently discovered Kurt Hugo Schneider. So here at that, Yam, gotta make sure I credit you guys. So recreated in new genres. Okay, cool. Okay, Tam says Sonic Netico have a big sale. You're very tempted. Okay, well, refrain if you have to, or splurge if you have to. That's up to you. I get tempted by music gear all the time. So Emma's parents don't really appreciate her new want for a burb. I'm very fortunate to have a burb, just spontaneously and fall in love with them. Otherwise, I never would have cared. But yeah, now I think I will always have a burb. Just last night, I was offered a budgie, and my heart says yes. Get a little budgie, a little yellow budgie. But it might not be smart right now. Maybe I should wait. Yeah, Yam doesn't know any games. So maybe just popular music? Anything in particular? Daniel, what do you mean by how do you make enters in Discord? I'd love to help you, but I don't know what you mean. Love Yuri Wong. Yeah. That kind of thing. Definitely make it more authentic. I think the way we could really make it different from what already exists is with the community, involving other people, getting us to riff on it, and having collaborative aspects of the video. I think that would make it really cool and really show how wholesome this channel can be and like what it's about, because it's not about me or like just the cool stuff that I do. or hopefully the cool stuff I do, you know, it's like the community. So that'd be really cool. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours. Still got up to an hour left. We'll just finish when it's time, with a maximum of 1 hour left. Yeah, now the chat's gotten confusing. With NIF and the SCP Foundation. Oh, I Tonya interview on the OP1. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's move on to the final content. So this is the content that I've always been envisioning from the start making, and I've tried to, but I just haven't been ready. And I think I'm ready now. So this type of content is, I call it share your gifts because that's the underlying philosophy, but it's what I would picture as my, some say like hero content, my like signature content that is my show, that is like hopefully what you would think of Create with Connor as. And here's the pitch. So I watched Blue's Clues yesterday, huge inspiration, and essentially it's that, but newer, more modern, and for our specific audience and not for like 2-year-old kids. And also incorporating my sort of philosophy that using your talent to make things for other people is more rewarding and more fulfilling than doing it for just yourself. Nothing wrong with that, but I'd like to encourage people who are practicing art like you guys to, you know, make art that's useful as opposed to art that isn't. Because, you know, sometimes you look back and you've got this great vast collection of work, but you can't do anything with it. And it'd be cool if you had a great vast collection of work and you can point to all the things it's being used for. Like even now, the greatest satisfaction from this competition is to be able to, whenever I'm feeling down, watch a Jazza video, and if the video's there, be like, I made that, my work has a purpose. It's like living its own life. Or like one of my tracks is being used in an indie game being developed. So every now and then I flick open that Twitter message of the little clip he showed me of his sprite running around the map with my piece of music, and it makes me really fulfilled. So the premise is this. We begin with like a purpose or a curiosity, kind of like a Blue's Clues episode. Like, oh my god, this animator made a video, they need music. Or oh my god, there's a competition. Or oh my god, isn't epic music cool? Or isn't like, you know, lo-fi music really cool? And then we go on a journey of discovery. I would like to then interview various different people from the community who are specialized in that or have something to say about that. Kind of like, again, Blue's Clues, collecting clues, learning little tidbits in short, interesting chunks from different people involving the community of how we could go about making what we need to make to serve the purpose. And then, of course, the making of, a little montage, maybe a bit of a tutorial, kind of like Peter McKinnon style, where it's a tutorial, but it's a vlog. And then, you know, of course, finishing off with the piece, the thing or whatever, with the creation that we make, and hopefully then like finishing after that with the follow-up from the person we made it for, and hopefully their reaction or just their thoughts. You know, if we make an animation for Odd One, I mean, if we make music for Odd Ones Out, you know, that'd be cool. And then we could end with hopefully James, you know, having a chat, talking about it. That's obviously the biggest version that could go. That's not where we start, but that's the pitch. What do you think? Any flaws you already see? Anything that excites you? Any ideas you have? I'd love to hear it, because this is what I'm most excited about making. Oh my god, Connor's clues. That just made my heart soar out of my chest. Alexander, exactly. I watched Blue's Clues yesterday. I've watched the first episode, and I was just like in love with. I was just like, Steve, you're my best friend. The way he talks to camera, he's like, "Hey, friend, how are you? You want to come along?" And then he does that run. He's like, "Come on." Oh, something so charming about that. It's Bob Ross-esque, but different. For people with loading issues, maybe refresh the page or do a lower resolution if that's possible. The Geek Draws comics. One thing I will always be jealous of visual artists for is your ability to listen to stuff whilst you make your art. Because as a musician, as someone who's doing video and who's working on a podcast series, it's very rare that I can actually listen to something in the background whilst I'm working on the thing I'm working on. It needs my eyes and my ears. It's so infuriating because sometimes making music is monotonous and you just want something to help make it less painful, and you can't listen to music because it screws you up. So that's something I will always be jealous of, and I think is completely unfair in terms of artistry, that visual artists can work on a difficult painting or something for hours and hours and listen to a podcast, a book, or a playlist. I know in Jazza videos, like old ones, I sort of watched a lot of his older content in the Draw Jazza era, and now I sort of am busy making my own content. I actually don't watch that much of his stuff. I love it, but I don't have the time, you know, kind of thing. And I remember a lot of his older stuff, he'd get sponsored by Audible and stuff, and he'd be like, whilst I made this animation that's the centerpiece of the video, I listened to 3 books. And I'm like, well, whilst I made this song or this podcast, I listened to nothing but this song or this podcast. It's funny. Okay, I need to go through these ideas. So like recycling, perhaps? Oh yeah, did I copy paste the I, Tonya interview on the OP1? I've got to remember. I don't know what that is, but I've got to... Okay, yeah, cool. I've got that. And who's that by? That was by Tam, wasn't it? Tam Hewitt Baker? Gonna make sure I credit. Oh, idea from Tam. Tam, we need to like chat and hang out in Discord sometime. Maybe play a game together or just voice chat, video chat, because you have all the ideas. I feel like if there's anything I can do to repay the favor, let me know. Okay? Death metal songs into children TV theme tunes. That would be fun. I don't know where this fits. Trendy show, Shay Gifts. Maybe it's kind of its own one-off sort of thing. I love ethnic music, so like especially like world music, especially of like the Eastern era. So this little background tune with the little Japanese or Chinese instruments is hitting me. Okay. Death metal into kids' TV themes. Cool. Let's unitalic that. Should just open this as a whole page. There we go. Cool. Once we've sorted this out, I'll go grab Pedro. X Ninja's more of a visual guy. I'd love to do visual components anyways, and we can always make little animations for the music video and use all your contributions in art. Like, I mean, it'd be amazing if you guys could just use your drawings and then I could just find the ones I like, search through art and search for permission, and then just cut them out in Photoshop and animate them into a video. I'd ask for permission, of course, 100%. But as much of your work that can be featured will be featured. In fact, I'll write that down. Okay, SAP Foundation's got to log off. Ta. Yam yam. It sounds so fun and amazing. We will get to all explore new topics and learn from each other, and I'm already excited. Oh, well, great. I'm glad someone else is as excited as me, because I really think this would be a cool opportunity to learn something new, because we'd explore a topic like a kid show, just explore a whole topic. We get to see different perspectives and meet different people, kind of like when you meet Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper in Paprika, or you meet, Side Table Drawer in Blue's Clues. But, we'd meet like Toy Mecha, a really great electronic producer, or like Ken, animator and artist working in Canada. We get to meet these people, learn little tidbits from them, and then make our own fun thing. And then hopefully send it to someone, make their day, make their life better, and hopefully hear back from them. Obviously, sometimes we won't hear back from them, and that's okay, because making the thing was the reward in itself. But, And who knows, with an attitude like that, we might receive the fortune of more shoutouts. We might not. It's okay. I miss Steve on the show too. Did you see like the recap where they had, oh my god. We're going to take a quick moment to so let's there's a little cameo that melted my
Use
heart.
chat to stay in touch.
The video will be laggy because my computer can't handle streaming. Oh my god, my computer can't handle like streaming and video at the same time. But it's worth it just to see this one little clip. There it is. Here we go.
Easily the most special moment from.
Oh my god, it's like a commentary video. Where is it? There it is.
I don't know what to do.
There we are.
Present store, Joe here.
There's Joe.
Oh, hey,
I feel like
Josh.
he's the least
Joe,
liked,
hi.
which sucks
I,
because he seems really nice.
Need your help with Blue. Yeah, of course. Oh,
And
great.
then let's
One
skip
second.
to Steve.
Oh,
There he is, ready, and the music cue is
Clues,
perfect.
it's what I do. Blueprints Detective Agency, finding clues, it's what I do.
Steve, hi. It's me, Josh.
Oh, hey, Josh.
I need your help with Blue.
Yeah, okay. Tell me.
Oh,
Oh, you were gonna cry. Okay. Yeah, that hits me in the feels. Yeah, I miss Steve, but I'm also not a kid anymore, so like, can't complain too much. Whilst you made this song, my bird saw me cry because I listened to the audible sponsor of this video. Yeah, I'll go fetch Pedro. I'll just catch up to the chat real quick. Yeah, geek. So yeah, just wait till you're old enough to join the Discord. We don't want like anyone getting in trouble or anything. But when you join, there'll be a spot for you. Because I'll be doing this for the next 8 years or so, at least. And that's only if it doesn't work. If it does work, then hopefully I'll do this the rest of my life. So there will be a place for you. Oh, happy birthday, Daniel. Happy birthday. I'm glad the cameo broke other people and not just me. I had to stop it because there were like tears welling up. Yeah, I think they just started a new season like last year. It looks really cool how it's animated. Okay, I'm gonna go see if Pedro's awake and fetch him. He might not be, but just With your permission, I will disappear for 30 seconds or a minute. Do you want to say hello? Hello? I've got Pedro for a brief moment and then I want to give him back to his mama. Because he was hanging out with his mama bear. Where are you? Let me just grab the chat. There we go. Everyone say hello to Pedro. Get a good look. Oh. Okay, Booper. Don't pass. No. I always wonder if, let me know if you know actually, if they're looking straight at you, does that mean they're looking at you? Or because their eyes are sideways, if they're looking side on, does that mean they're looking straight at you? What you trying to get out of my mouth?
With currency markets, timing is everything. I'm Rachel, your local OF expert. If global money transfers are keeping you up at night, let us help you plan ahead. It could save you thousands.
Small things can make a big difference to your business, like being able to call an OF expert anytime, day or night. Get an OF expert like Rachel.
Do you want to see pictures of yourself?
Banner ad or visit ofx.com/save to find out more. Consider the PDS.
Oh, you just did big jump parkour. Ready, Pedro? Hey, Pedro, look, it's you. I'm showing him the fan art. Ready? Where is it? This is what he's looking at. Or he's not looking at, he's looking away. Look. Sorry, switch scenes. He's on my keyboard now. Okay. Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Good boy. Meow. Oh, I might take him back to his mama so that he can have cuddles and keep having cuddles. Is that okay? Emma, I feel like that's going to happen a lot. I think there'll be plenty of people who come for pellets with Pedro and not create with Connor, and that's okay. But you speak. What you saying? You have a little chitty chat? Yeah? Uh-oh. So you're gonna poop. How's your day going, Pedro? What time you wake up? Don't get on the thing. Oh. I'm gonna take him back to his mama bear. So energetic. He's so energetic. Be right back. Say bye-bye. Do you want to wave goodbye? Hello. Or goodbye? No. Whoa. Cool. Cool. Well, I'm back without Pedro, because Pedro's with his mama bear. You think one day they're going to be Pedro fan accounts? We should make, yeah. He's making music. I think I said this yesterday, but yeah, maybe that's maybe we really ought to get to work on a music video with Pedro. Any interest? I'm just catching up on comments. Oh, he's making music. Everyone loves Pedro, of course. G'day, Pedro is lovely. Tried to eat my teeth. Friends have no clue who I am. They love Pedro. So their front is our side eye. Okay, cool. I'll have to look that up to check, but 100%. That's what I've because he looks right at you and you're like, oh, you're looking at me. But then he like doesn't see things. So I get confused. And then sometimes he does that like, and you're like, are you looking right at me or are you looking the other way? Pedro doesn't know that everything he does right now is documented. I think he does, otherwise he probably would have just pooped. Pedro parkour, vote for Pedro. Bye, Pedro. Hey, Elios. I'm still live, but I think we're wrapping up. I think it's almost time for breakfast and for all of you to continue with the rest of your day and your lives. Have wonderful lives, of course, and, you know, keep or get creative, depending on what time of day it is for you and how inspired you feel at this point in time. Come for Pedro, stayed for Pedro. Pedro. Oh no, he's back. Act cool. Act cool. That's so funny. You'll do the... You'll do the fan account on IG. Please do, so I will stream it. So much interest. Yes, okay. Pedro music vid. I don't know if Pedro was in the jazz one. I don't think he was. I don't know. If he is, he would have been on my shoulder. And I think you would have noticed it. I don't think he's in the jazz video. Just a real shame. Yam Yam. Oh, Tam, that's a guess. Yeah, to find a peer-reviewed paper on the subject. Yeah, I know. Hey, Sarah, did you just join? I don't recall seeing your profile picture here before. Welcome if you have. Sorry you joined at the end, but there'll be more. And where am I? Yam Yam. That's where I was. Thank you, it was really fun. I'm really glad you appreciate just hanging out. So I plan to do more live streams soon. I do, absolutely. This timing is the best because it's early in the morning and I wake up early in the morning. My partner's asleep, so, you know, she's not doing anything. Pedro's asleep for part of it and then awake for part of it, so he gets to come in at the end, hang out a little bit. But also, because I work at like a cafe restaurant and I'm casual, my hours are always ever changing and I can work as early as 7 a.m., usually around 11 a.m., right up until 9, 10 p.m. So like there's no way I can set, and that can be any day of the week too. You know, it's not like a fixed schedule. So these are the best times to do streams. So if I do stream, there'll be more here. And for the time being, just more like streams of me working on something and then hanging out at the same time, whether it's doing some editing, making some music, coming up with ideas like today, which I'm super grateful for. Then yeah, that's what will happen for the near future at least. I can't say when, I can't schedule too far ahead. I'll try my best to become more preemptive in the sense that I'll try and like get an idea of when I can stream at least a day before, so I can make the thumbnail and set the premiere ahead of time. So if you have more time to see it, and if you want to hang out and jump on that, or like put it in your little calendar or whatever. But you're just gonna have to bear with me, because for the time being, I'm sort of at the whims of my boss at the moment, and that's okay. So, but yeah, I love streaming like this. It's really cool. I get to build a deeper connection with a lot of you, and then it's great seeing like just yesterday, during yesterday's stream, we had like 30 new people join the Discord, and you're already active and involved. And I had a chat with James, who helps me run it, and we're just so happy and like so proud to have more people in, especially visual artists from Jazz's channel. That's just super cool. I can't wait to like make stuff with all you, and I've been chatting to a lot of you one-on-one. It's just really cool. Okay, I'm gonna catch up and then maybe we'll wrap up. So if you want to take off, feel free to say goodbye. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll try and say goodbye before you leave. But yeah, I'll try and catch up on comments, and then you can get creative with your day. And if you make something, make sure you let me know or drop it in the Discord, and I'll get around to it in the what's it called? The creative catch-up coming May 13th. Which I think will be a Tuesday for a lot of you, or a Wednesday. It's dinner time for you. It's breakfast time for me. How crazy is that, Sarah? How crazy is that? Thanks for the great stream. Thanks, Willamate, for joining. Make sure if you make any animations, you let me know. And hey, maybe we can find some help for your music if you ever want music. I'm gonna go work on the Pedro fan Instagrams later. Really? Okay. Well, I can't wait to show it to him, and maybe he has a mirror in his cage that he always looks at because he's in love with himself, I guess. Maybe we can replace it with a smartphone with the Instagram that you make always on it. He can just stare at that and scroll through it when he's feeling particularly happy. See you, Jasper. Thanks for being here. I didn't notice you a lot in the chat, so I don't know if you were here from the beginning or just joined at the end, but I really appreciate you spending your free time with me. Tam's definitely gonna find out, I think. X Ninja says he knows it's only by PFPs. I don't know what PFPs mean. Ann Lee, thanks for streaming. Had a great time. Thanks for being here, Ann. I really appreciate you. Keep creative and stay you. Evelyn's been great. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day as well. Have a good life. Cafe Le Corner. No, it's an Italian restaurant, so. Yes. I use not locked down. No, I'm still working. Emma. I love hanging out on here. It gets me in the mood to create, and it's a chill environment that I value greatly. Have a good life, everyone. Hope to see you all. Hope that the rest of your day is great. I will make it great. I get to hang out with my partner today because she was away all yesterday. I have a day off. This is day 2 of 3 days off. I never get 3 days off. It's amazing. I'm so excited. And it's such a privilege to be in the spot where I now have a little stage that I can share with you. And I look forward to seeing you in the future, Emma. I really do. And if you ever want to hang out, just reach out on Discord or email. And yeah, I really appreciate you being here. You've spent a lot of time with me already. And if you make anything interesting too, or have any ideas, let's chat, because I just love to help you how you've helped me. With anyone, if I can ever return the favor, let me know, okay? Sarah winning the Jazza contest right now, 65. It seems to have camped at 65%, I guess because everyone votes straight away and then it loses interest. Like overnight I got 1.5k sub, or like 1.5k subs, and now I'm at 1.8. Obviously the curve is instant and then it drops off completely, so I'm very grateful. I'm super excited for what happens if we do win, and I have a theory that might be wrong, and that's absolutely okay, because I'm not owed anything, I don't deserve anything. But I was talking with my dad yesterday, and my theory is that maybe if he said he'll give a little extra love to the winner in the next video, the first of the Reddit series. So if that's the case, it makes me wonder if perhaps in the first video that the intro is used, he might do another shout out, which means maybe some more people can come over and join the community and get amongst it. Because I imagine an actual Reddit video that's like reviewing stuff on Reddit will actually have a greater reach than a video about a competition. I feel like less people watch that kind of video. You know, it's only got 200k views, which for him isn't that big. So there's the potential for a second wave of growth, which is, I'm super grateful, and this is the best base, and you guys are amazing. But it's always good to find more like-minded people, more opportunities, more feedback, more people in the chat. It'd be great. It'd be exciting. So I'm hopeful for that, but not expecting it. And I'd really love to make something with Luke and Peter and the metal guy. Trust me, I'm trying to reach out. Might take a while, but I do intend to get all of them in touch. I'm thinking maybe just a podcast, a quick chat, but we'll see. Maybe we'll actually make something. Hopefully they can join the Discord.
Transfers are keeping you up at night? Let us help you plan ahead.
Oh, Ninja wants a personal goodbye video. Ninja, I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate all these suggestions you've given me. Late night with Connor, even though it won't be used, I really appreciate it, and it was really great. There was another suggestion you made. Connor's clues, I love that, made my heart sore. So I really appreciate Recap with Connor. I appreciate all the contributions you've made. It's been a pleasure having you here. I love your little icon as well, your little profile picture. At first I thought it was a sword, but with the red, white and blue strip, I love it. Go on to the rest of your day or night, you know, hopefully feeling a little more creative. Keep creative and stay you. Have a great life, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye, William, mate. Emma, so excited for the future of this. You're nowhere near as excited as me, but if you ever want to get involved, let me know. I'm making the stage, but I want to share it with everyone and anyone. So that's just in there. I need to do that. I have a need. Alexander, where am I at? Yeah, goodbye. Anley, goodbye. I think I said that. Just a thing in place. Rip axolotls, absolutely. Fox wants to be an astronaut. Scuba diver. Alexander would love to help with editing in the videos if interested. I sent a DM on Discord. Well, you can expect a response from me later today, as with anyone else who's Discorded me. I'm obviously going to have breakfast. I'll say hello to my significant other, and at some point I will resume being creative off stream, and I'll get back to you. I really appreciate the offer. I'm giddy with excitement already. Afternoon for you. We'll do. Dude, you're so inspiring. Thanks so much. Honestly, Yam, it's my pleasure to be me. I just hope that you can be you and create something of your own. And then I can witness your creation and watch you on your stage, whatever that may be. Your lizard loves herself too. Good, so it's not bird. Profile photos. Yeah, I only know people for their profile photos. They help though. A good profile picture really helps me remember. I remember Daniel's. I remember Sailor's. There are people who I'm starting to learn. Emma's, that silhouette, it's sticking in there. Goodbye, make more art. Olive Connors. Ben's back. Welcome back. We're actually closing and finishing off. Sorry, Ben, but it's been a pleasure having you here. I'm just catching up on the chat and then I'm going to log off. James Harris. James is here. He's got a great profile picture. Super eye-catching. Curve drops like Rona, hopefully 100%. Geek agrees with the theory of maybe a second wave of subs. It's a prominent theory. I hope he does that because you really deserve it. Thanks, Yam Yam. I appreciate it, but you are more than enough. Sailor Brown, thanks for the stream and picking my name suggestion. I can't wait for the next one. If you look up great person in the dictionary, Connor pops up. My head is just going to get so big it won't fit in frame. So be careful. Be careful, everyone. Be careful. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much for hanging around for not 1, but 2 streams. Keep creative. Stay you. And I'll see you next time. Evelyn loves the metal guy. So do I. It was my favorite entry. I talked to him. His name's the Tortuga Panda on Reddit. But I couldn't find any of his socials. So I'm just trying to wait for him to get back to me. Thanks for streaming, Alexander. Thanks for watching. Have a great life. So excited for what comes next. Me too. Likewise. Bye, Rip Axolotls. Thanks so much for streaming by. See you, Geek. Keep drawing comics. Ninja was not expecting personal goodbye. Thank you. So the photo is a VHS tape that has your signature colors. Well, now it's even better. Heading out. See you, Daniel. Jasper, favorite competitor for the Jazza Reddit competition? The metal guy, 100%. Otherwise, like everyone, I liked the other 2 for different reasons. I liked Luke's for the wholesome community sort of thing it made. I thought the video was perfect. I felt it was perfect. But Peter's, I just love because it exuded personality and was so on point in terms of humor. So both mine and Peter's were pretty jokey. Whereas Luke's was wholesome. So it really depends what you're going for. Ideally, in an ideal world, you'd rotate them all. Because I totally get the feedback that mine's a bit long, could become old very quickly. So I'm afraid for when that happens and people start messaging me saying that they're sick of hearing it. With positive attention comes negative attention. And, you know, but I'll always be proud, even if we all eventually get sick of hearing, join the party. What party? Join Jazz's party. Bye, I'm going to the Reddit. See you, Sarah. Have fun on Reddit. Don't get trapped down the well too much. Ben, when do I think I'll be streaming next? No idea. Potentially tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day off, so I have the opportunity to do a stream at the exact same time tomorrow. And then after that, I've got 4 days of work. So probably not until next week. And hopefully I can spend time in between my work shifts planning and setting up the future streams as like premieres so you can see them ahead of time. So at the moment I have maybe tomorrow at this same time frame. But after this, you know, hopefully I can promote them ahead of time so that it's easier for you and works with your schedule if you're interested in joining. If not, no pressure. Thanks for the end of the stream, Sarah. I really appreciate you. Thank you. See you later, pretty boy. I didn't know you were here, but thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a great life. Anley's going to head out. See you, Anley. Have a great life. Stay creative. Stay you. Okay, everyone's leaving. Great. Okay, Emma's not leaving. She's saying goodbye to everyone. Okay, well, I've caught up. Now it's my turn to leave, so without further ado, thanks for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for all these ideas. I'm going to start putting them into action now. Later today, I'll start filming the creative catch-up, and you can see that on May 13th and see all of the art that you've put in there featured. I wonder how long it's going to take. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for being here with me in this moment, and ta for now.